Holy smokes, guys, put your kids to bed, hide your wives, because we've seen a massive plot twist in the storyline for Call of Duty 2020, and I want to start this video off with that, and then I want to dive into the PS5 news. We're hearing that a reveal is gonna be happening very soon, and it's coming from industry insiders. It's coming from the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered leaker as well, like who predicted Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, right? So I want to talk about that. We got some news regarding the Spiderman 2, Assassin's Creed, and I just want to get right into it. As always, I do everything about Call of Duty and gaming news. If a chat like you is into that, then subscribe. And our first story comes from TheGamingRevolution, and Charlie told they put up their article by saying that rumor Call of Duty 2020 is connected to Black Ops universe, but will not be called Black Ops or Black Ops 5. And guys, the plot has twisted. What else can I say? And they are also saying that another big question surrounding the 2020 game is that will Activision delay the title because of the uncertainties revolving the Ronnie situation? Smash the like button if you have washed your hands today. If you haven't, make sure to do that. And they're saying that seeing that game development is being affected at many different publishers and studios, it will be interesting to see how this year goes. And needless to say, I can actually skip this talk, but I want to still put it out there because I actually believe in this guy, even though my subconscious don't want to believe the story. But I know a guy who works at Activision. That person showed me his badge. I know that person for 2+ years. He is still telling me that Call of Duty 2020 is not gonna get delayed, and I'm not trolling you. Even I'm having a hard time believing this because of what everyone is saying. But what this person has told me in the past has turned out to be true. This person was behind telling me that, hey, YouTubers are gonna be flown out. This person also told me Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare beta dates, and he has told me various other stuff as well, and even hinted at the fact that Modern Warfare 2019 wouldn't be called Modern Warfare 4, especially around the time when nobody knew, right? He told me that, hinted at me, and I didn't think of it much. So I know this person works at Activision. I have seen that person's badge, and I can easily like skip this talk, but I'm kind of sus about it. But what I'm sus about no longer is the Black Ops 5 name, right? Like I can easily see them call this something like Call of Duty Vietnam, just like how we had Call of Duty WW2. You remember that time when Call of Duty WW2 was first leaked out to be called that, and obviously everyone made videos about it, myself included, and everyone was like, hey, I just can't see Activision title that game something like that. But it did come out. Now everyone is like, hey, are they gonna call this Call of Duty Vietnam? I'm not sure, and needless to say, I'm sus about that no longer. But a new rumor from TheGamingRevolution claims that 2020 Call of Duty game will not actually be a Black Ops game anymore, even if many rumors have suggested that over the last year. The new video posted by my man TGR, he still hasn't made his Twitter account, so I'm kind of sad about that. Smash the like button if you want TGR to make a new Twitter. He has stated that the game will encompass a Cold W era and possible touch on the Vietnam W. I apologize, I can't say certain words on YouTube. The game will still be tied into the Black Ops universe in some ways, but the game's official title itself will not be Black Ops or Black Ops 5. And of course, Activision was sitting back there like, okay, so we don't want to call this a Black Ops title, but we still want this to be a Black Ops reboot, because that way we can call this a new game, but we can still milk over franchise. Honestly though, I love the Black Ops series, okay? I love Call of Duty. I know sometimes I hate some things, and just like you would hate certain things. I'm just the same as you, right? But I think the reason they're gonna be calling this something else, it is very logical, right? Because Black Ops 4 was that game that didn't have a campaign, and on top it was infested with microtransactions, supply drops. Even they were selling $1 red dot size, right? I mean, come on, right? So needless to say, Black Ops 4 was the first game to just garner that bad reputation. Everywhere people will tell you it had that stuff wrong, this was wrong, that was wrong. While I know that there are some people out there, for them it was their first Call of Duty, maybe even second or third Call of Duty, and if that's the case, I'm pretty sure you would have loved it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think Black Ops 4 can be fun here and there, but if you have played Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to enjoy Black Ops 4, especially knowing the fact that it was infested with microtransactions and everything, mostly everything, was recycled. So I legitimately think that that's probably the main reason for them to call this something else and not Black Ops or Black Ops 5. And I think that's a smart move, right? Like, they're still gonna be rebooting the Black Ops series, but they might call this Call of Duty Vietnam or maybe something else entirely, and I think that's a good move. Also, shocking, PS5 said to be most eco-friendly console yet. And understand this, okay? Just like how Wandahar make the shoes, I report the news. I am not saying that. They are saying that. I don't want to dive deeper into the story as well to tell you all the nitty gritty, but understand this. And I know that 99.99999% of you stud muffins know that I'm not hating on the Xbox, but there's always this one guy who thinks that I'm hating on the Xbox. And understand this, I never played on Xbox, so why would I hate a console? Obviously, like, if you play something and you dislike, you can talk about your likes and dislikes, but understand this, I'm not hating on the Xbox. I want Xbox to be out as well, but study finds PS5 is most eco-friendly console, and according to study, and you know what they say, right? If you add according to the study in your titles or in your sentences, it will boost your credibility. And they say that the PS5 will cut emissions compared to the Xbox Series X by 68.6% and is the most sustainable console due to its 1.5 performance per watt GPU. And in addition, Sony's new hardware is expected to produce 0.022 kilogram of CO2 equivalent per hour. Do I understand what they're saying? Absolutely not, okay? And they say that, meanwhile, Xbox Series X is estimated at 0.07 kilograms of CO2 in the same amount of time frame. Basically, they're saying that PS5 is the most eco-friendly. Why? These are the reasoning. Do I understand that? Absolutely not. And Daniel Ahmed, who is an industry insider, you know, he got that knowledge. And he says that with E3 cancel, a lot of the planned reveals announcements have been moved out of that single week. Some are now much earlier, others much later, some still during the E3 week, of course. And the first proper next-gen console games showcase is much earlier too, to which Okami quoted by saying the following May, right? Like, Okami is that guy who leaked some stuff regarding Modern Warfare. He leaked like the alpha and the beta for PlayStation 4. And of course, just recently he leaked the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster. And needless to say, he was spitting facts. And then homie started asking, Call of Duty 2020? And Brandon was like, what, May? Call of Duty 2020? Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer? What? And then Okami was like, looks like a lot of stuff, but I was talking about the PlayStation 5 reveal. And I mean, damn, right? Like, if the PlayStation 5 reveal happens in May, I hope it happens, right? I really want to see even Xbox come out with a new stream and they reveal like their console. They show us the console, even though they already have revealed it. But I kind of want to see it in person as well, even though they have showed it in person. But you know what I mean, right? Like, I'm dopamine deficient, okay? I want to see more reveals. I want to see Xbox do something big. I want them to show us new gameplays. I want Sony to do the same. I want Sony to reveal the console. Needless to say, I want my dopamine shots, and I'm a little bit excited about it. Also, we got news regarding the new Assassin's Creed. Apparently, we're gonna have another Assassin's Creed game, and I personally haven't been keeping up with Assassin's Creed, but this information is coming from Shinobi. Charlie was like, any news about new Assassin's Creed games? Please, I need to know. And then Shinobi was like, almost there. Obviously, Shinobi's another gaming insider. He has spit facts in the past, and I'm pretty sure he's spitting facts. And Assassin's Creed is that game. I have memories of that game. I remember playing Assassin's Creed 2, and I believe I did platinum that game on the PS3, and I loved it, right? And I don't know what happened and what changed between then and now, but I kind of stopped playing Assassin's Creed. Maybe I was burned out, or maybe I'm a changed man, so I kind of stopped playing. But needless to say, it's gonna be another game, so I'm like, okay, well, another Assassin's Creed. I know some people care about it, so if you care about it, that's a pretty good news. Also, a news regarding another Spider-Man game, and I personally never played the original Spider-Man game. I'm actually watching his walkthrough on YouTube, and I'm kind of like 45 minutes into that game, so do not spoil that in the comments. But the thing is that we're hearing that there will be another Spider-Man game, and keep in mind, this is just a leak, it's just a rumor, so it can surely be fake. But obviously, a new Spider-Man game is very likely. Like, let's be real, knowing the facial expressions Sony make, it's just gonna happen, right? It's gonna take some time, but Sony will definitely put out another Spider-Man game to kind of boost the PS5 sales. It's just gonna happen, right? And this leaker actually has given us some stuff. He is talking about Mary Jane as well. And this Reddit user by the name of Throwaway Quarantine 8. I mean, the plot thickens, guys, and smash the like button if you are quarantining yourself. And he claims to have a contact that watched an Insomniac meeting that took place over Zoom on April 17 that featured an extended video on Spider-Man 2. And this article claims that they know that an Insomniac gaming meeting did take place on April 17. So I'm like, okay, I believe this, right? And they say that just because of that, this leaker has gained a little bit more credibility. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And according to the leaker, Spider-Man 2 will start with Peter Parker having a conversation with Mary Jane Watson about the Daily Bugle and J. Jonah Jameson. It will initially be set in the winter time with physics to match. The game will supposedly have 7 dynamic weather types with light rain, light snow, and heavy snow that was actually showcased in the Zoom call, and the leaker actually saw it, or at least his contact saw that, and that contact was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this information to the leaker. Now, of course, take it as a leak, take it with 5 kilo of salt. You don't want to be letting your dogs out. It's not the time, guys. If you care about Spider-Man, I mean, I can honestly tell you it's gonna happen, right? There's just no way Sony will not put it out there despite this leak being fake. Let's say this leak is a fake. Obviously, it can be legit, it can be fake, we do not know, but Sony will definitely don't do the Sony ponies that dirty, right? They're definitely gonna cash in on Spider-Man 2 and make Benjis with it. But let me know what your storm of mind says in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep all of you in the loops. Check out our video on the screen. As always, I appreciate you massively for coming on, and I will see you in the next one.